And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Trinity Softball Complex on the campus of Trinity Baptist College here on the west side of Jacksonville as we're ready for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the TBC Eagles and the Tigers of Edward Waters University. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and you're watching TBC Eagles Softball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Edward Waters won the first game by a score of 14-0, and Alyssa Charter-Smith went the distance. She allowed just 3 hits and struck out 11 and did not walk a single batter. And now we are ready for game number 2. Piper Young will be in the circle for Trinity Baptist. And leading things off, here's Alyssa Charter-Smith now batting, and there's a drive into right field, and that ball is going to be caught by Kylie Duhigg. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, we told you what Charter-Smith did as a pitcher when she was in the circle in game number 1. And she didn't give us a chance to tell you anything about what she's done as a hitter. She came in at .346 before that at-bat with 7 RBIs. Now here's Katie Gooden, who takes the first pitch inside, and that is ball 1. Gooden in game number 1, 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored against her former team. 1 ball, no strikes. Game 2 just underway. Piper Young doing the pitching, and she misses inside for ball 2. Young is 5-4 with a 3.70 earned run average. She has pitched 70.0 innings, 82 hits, 47 runs, 37 of those are earned, and she misses inside for ball 3. If ball 4 happens, that would be her 13th walk on the season. She's had very good control, and she has struck out 71. But in danger of walking Katie Gooden, here's a 3-0 pitch. That is ball 4, and so Gooden draws the 4-pitch walk, and she is on base. So 1 out. Caitlin Lemug coming up to the plate. She was 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored in game number 1. 4, 5, and 6 go as follows. Kyla Gardner, Jasmine Lemug, and Haley Barfoot, as Caitlin Lemug takes strike 1. 7, 8, and 9 are Emily Smith, Jade Mention, and Jemiah Holmes. That's a batting order for Edward Waters University here in game 2. No balls and a strike, swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Coach Mike Ellison in his first season at the helm for Edward Waters University, assisted by graduate student Ashley Combast. No balls, 2 strikes. Young ready, and the pitch, and tapped foul. Lemug just did get a piece of it. Kaylee Barnett back in left field. Morgan Wells is in center. Kylie Duhigg in right. Cheyenne Simmons is playing third. Ebony Medina at short. Taylor Foster at second. And Madison Hamilton is playing first base. And the catcher is Ashley Shaw. The 2-strike pitch swung on and missed. That is strike 3. Good fastball by Young. And it brings up Kyla Gardner, who had a 3-run homer in game number 1. That was part of her 3 for 4, 3 RBI, 2-run performance. And she taps the first pitch up into the net and fouls that one off. So Kyla Gardner hit her 6th home run of the season and now has 18 RBIs. The 1-strike pitch and a fastball right down the middle for strike 2. Piper Young has been the TBC ace this season. Eagles are now 6-28, and Young has won 5 of those 6 ball games. Edward Waters is now 34-7, and they're 15-3 in their conference play. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3 and out number 3. So a walk to Gooden, but nothing else. And we go to the bottom of the first. We'll keep it right here. No score between the Eagles and the Tigers. We'll give you the batting order for Trinity Baptist. Center fielder Morgan Wells will lead things off. Taylor Foster will bat second. She is playing second base. Ashley Shaw will do the catching. She's hitting third. The cleanup hitter is third baseman Cheyenne Simmons. Piper Young, the pitcher, will bat fifth. Ebony Medina will bat 6th. She's at short. Batting 7th in right field is Kylie Duhigg. Batting 8th in left field, Kaylee Barnett. And batting 9th playing first base is Madison Hamilton with Piper Young pitching. On the mound or in the circle for Edward Waters, Cheyenne Curry. 7 wins and no losses on the season and an earned run average of 3.44. Curry has pitched 55 innings, 66 hits allowed, 25 runs, but 21 of those earned. Curry has walked 9 and struck out 17. She has allowed 3 home runs. Curry is a junior from Pine Grove, Illinois. And in her last outing, Curry went 4 innings against Florida National, allowed just 2 runs, and she walked 2 and struck out 1. First batter she will face will be Morgan Wells. A defensive alignment for the Tigers. Jemiah Holmes is in left, Caitlin Lemug is in center, and Kyla Gardner will play right. Around the infield, Jade Mention back at the hot corner. Shortstop is Jasmine Lemug with Katie Gooden at second base and Haley Barfoot playing first here in game number 2. Emily Smith will do the catching, and Morgan Wells is ready to step into the batter's box. Wells had one of the 3 hits for TBC. That was a leadoff double in the ball game. Now on the season, Wells, she's hitting .297, 1 homer, and she taps the first pitch towards short, but that's right at Lemug with a good strong throw for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Taylor Foster at the plate. She had a bunt single in game number 1. Foster was 1 for 2 overall. And she's now batting .229. And she smacks the first pitch toward third. Another one right at somebody. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. Now to bring up Ashley Shaw. Shaw was 0 for 2 in game number 1. She's hitting .299. Curry has thrown 2 pitches, and she's gotten 2 ground balls. 1 to short, 1 to third. And Curry's first pitch to Shaw is a chopper, foul down the right side. That is Haley Barfoot now playing first base. She got into the on-deck circle in the 5th inning of game 1, but the 3rd out ended before Barfoot could get into the batter's box. So we'll get our first look at her taking a bat. She is due up 2nd in the top of the 2nd inning. No balls and a strike, and Curry winds and delivers, and Shaw fouls this one off. So 0-2. Ashley Shaw has driven in 6 runs. She has walked 4 times. Get her on base, you can put her speed to use. She has stolen 11 bases, and she's been caught only once. No balls, 2 strikes. Curry with the pitch, a changeup. Shaw was ready for it and fouled it off. Sun is getting close to setting. It's behind some trees and clouds right now. The lights are on, but it will be a little while more before they really take effect. Center field and right field looking into that sun. It's going to be a little troublesome for all of them out there. Here is the pitch to Shaw. It's down low. At the moment, second baseman Katie Gooden, who is used to this field, is also looking into that sun. A ball and 2 strikes. Cheyenne Curry takes a long look and is now ready. Here's the pitch. There's a chopper towards third, snared by Mention, and a throw to first in time. Jade Mention left her feet, leapt high into the air, and made another good throw. So the Eagles go down in order. They hit the ball pretty sharply all 3 times, and after 1, we have no score. All right, now we're in the top of the second with Jasmine Lamung, Haley Barfoot, and Emily Smith due up facing Piper Young, who walked one in the first but did not allow a run. She struck out two, and she gets the first pitch past Lamung, who chased one up and out of the zone. So one strike. Young delivers and gets one at the top of the zone, swung on and missed. And right now it's Morgan Wells in center and Kaylee Duhigg in right who have to deal with the sun. Taylor Foster not standing in the lone sunspot on the infield. Two-strike pitch, and this one is upstairs. Young might have thought she might be able to get Lamung chase another one, but Lamung didn't bite this time. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is the final home game for Trinity Baptist College. The 1-2, high pop-up, and that will get out of play. And it's into the Tigers bullpen. Trinity Baptist tomorrow afternoon is at Florida State College at Jacksonville, a 3 p.m. start time. And then they will play next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all in Georgia. Albany State on Monday, Fort Valley State on Tuesday, and Thomas University on Wednesday. High pop-up into foul territory. Barnett unable to make the catch. And so Jasmine Lamung will get another opportunity. Barnett overran the ball, tried to reach back, and hit off the end of her glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cannot give a hitting team like the Tigers extra opportunities. They got a couple in game 1, and they big time took advantage. Here's a 1-2. This one misses up and away. So the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a 1-2, and this one misses high. Actually, that was, I believe that's ball 3. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Scoreboard still says 1-2. Young ready and a pitch, and this one is fouled off. And Jasmine Lamung trying to take advantage of a ball in foul territory that was not caught. First batter of the top of the second, no score. Young ready. And the 3-2, ball 4. And that pop-up that wasn't caught is now on base. That's Young's second walk. Brings up Haley Barfoot, and our first chance to see Haley swing the bat. She's hitting .294, 5 for 17. She has driven in 5 runs. Left-hand hitter takes the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Young ready. And the 1-0. Off the end of her bat, and Young knocks the ball down, but they get a throw to second, and the out is made. Lamung, really nothing she could do. She had to make sure the ball wasn't caught. So it goes as a fielder's choice and a good recovery. Goes as a 6-4 putout, fielder's choice. 1 out. Emily Smith, the catcher, at the plate. Our first chance to see Smith. And she takes the first pitch high. Smith is hitting .143 on the season, 3 for 21 with 2 runs driven in. Barfoot at first, 1 out, and the pitch is a little bit high, and that's ball 2. The infield is now almost in complete shadows. And just a little bit of sun in right and right center. Wind is almost perfectly calm right now. Most of game 1, that wind blew in from right at about 14 miles per hour. It didn't stop Kyla Gardner, though, from taking one over the center field fence. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Young throwing some good fastballs. Jade Mention and Jemiah Holmes, next 2 batters for the Tigers. That's 8 and 9, then the top of the order. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Second strikeout. Make that third for Piper Young. She got 2 in the first. And with 2 outs and a runner at first, it brings up Jade Mention, the Tigers' third baseman, who's already made 2 really good throws to get outs. And the first pick to Mention is taken on the corner for a strike. Mention was 1 for 3. She drove in 2 runs and scored 1 in game number 1. She came in hitting .218. And that one misses upstairs. And with those 2 RBIs in the first game, Mention now has 15 on the season. A ball and a strike. And Young's pitch is fouled off. So the count is 1-2. Freshman Piper Young in the circle, starting the final regular season home game. And that one misses. That's ball 2. Counts even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Mention chased a high fastball. A leadoff walk, but nothing else for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the second, in a scoreless tie, Trinity Baptist coming to bat, sending up Simmons, Young, and Medina, hitters 4, 5, and 6. Cheyenne Curry got 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first. Simmons did not play in game number 1. And on the season, she's hitting .245, 1 homer, and 5 runs driven in. And her first look at Curry, and the pitch is low and inside. Piper Young looking really good through the first 2 innings. Cheyenne Curry got 3 ground balls in the first. Eagles hit them all pretty sharply, but right at Tigers defenders on the left side. There's a drive and a diving catch. That's Jade Mention. That's her 3rd really good play already. That's another hard hit ball by an Eagle hitter. Found somebody's glove. All 4 so far have been hit pretty well, and Piper Young is at the plate. And in game number 1, Young, nothing out of 2. She's now hitting .282. She's driven in 6, and she takes the first pitch high. Young has been very good with both the arm and the bat all season long. 1 ball, no strikes. Curry delivers. And there's a chopper that's going to be fielded by Gooden to flip the first. It's in time. Five in a row on the button, but outs. And it brings up Ebony Medina, and the Tigers are flashing the leather. Medina went down on strikes both times up in game number 1. Two diving plays by the Tigers. One by Mention, one by Gooden. And the first pitch to Medina is low and inside. That ball ticketed for right field, and Gooden got over there in a hurry. Extended the body, fielded, and made a good underhand flip. And a pretty hard underhand flip as well. This one's right at Gooden. Snow cone, and the throw to first is in time. That time Barfoot reached down to make the grab. And another 3-up, 3-down inning for the Eagles, who keep hitting the ball hard right at somebody. And after 2, we have no score. Top of the third, no score. TBC has hit the ball hard 6 times, and all 6 times somebody wearing a Tigers jersey has made a really nice play. There were 2 diving plays, one on a line drive, one on a ground ball in the bottom of the second. And then another sharply hit ball right at Katie Gooden, the second baseman. Jemiah Holmes leads things off, and she bunts through the first pitch. We did not see Jemiah Holmes in game number 1. She's hitting .286, 12 out of 42, no homers, and 3 runs driven in. Number 9 hitter, and this one is upstairs, and that's ball 2. They said the first one she did pull the ball back in time. So 2 balls, no strikes. And Young delivers, and this one is fouled off to the left side. Two balls and a strike. Tigers have one 3-game series left. That's against Savannah State University tomorrow and Saturday, as this one is bunted foul. That is strike 2. Tomorrow, beginning at 1 p.m., it's a home doubleheader against Savannah State at J. Gardner Nip Sam's Memorial. And the regular season finale at home for Edward Waters, 1 p.m. on Saturday against Savannah State. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Holmes. And a tapper right down the line, and that one is foul. And the umpire says it tapped off the batter's foot. Would have been foul anyway. So the count's 2-2. Holmes back in the batter's box. Alyssa Charter-Smith and Katie Gooden due up next. 9-1-2 in the batting order as we're in the top of the third. No score. Young delivers and misses outside for ball 3. She thought she had the outside corner. Umpire says a little bit wide. So the count is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ground ball towards short. Medina charges. Fields throws in time. One away. Brings up top of the order Alyssa Charter-Smith, who hit the first pitch into right and right into the glove of Kylie Duhigg. Smith came in hitting .346, 2 doubles, a triple, and 7 RBIs. She is now 9 for 27, so that's .333, and she takes the first pitch a little bit up for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Starting to cool down a little bit as the sun is well hidden behind trees and clouds and starting to set. High pop-up right back over our heads and out of play. And it counts 1 ball, 1 strike. We started the day about 80 degrees when the first game got underway. We expect to be around 70 by the time we're done here tonight. Count is 1-1, 1 out, bases empty, top of the third. No score. Young ready and a pitch and a bunt right in front of the plate. Shaw throws to first and Foster was late getting there. Charter-Smith on her way to second and she will get there. That'll be an error on the second baseman. And Charter-Smith is at second base. Shaw got the throw there in time, but Foster late getting over. Ball hit off her glove. And so a runner at second with 1 out. Katie Gooden at the plate. No official at bat. Drew a walk in the first. First pitch to Gooden, taken for a strike. Nothing in 1. Young ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and this one pulled foul. Hamilton was ready to make the play. When that ball hit the dirt, it took a very sharp right turn. So no balls, 2 strikes. Gooden, usually a really good contact hitter. Only 11 strikeouts on the season and 93 official at-bats, and she takes this one in the dirt. Shaw was able to keep the ball in front of her and keep the runner at second base. 1 out. Ball and 2 strikes. And Gooden able to get a piece of it, foul it back. She took a pretty good swing, and we know from her time here at TBC, when she squares one up, she can hit the ball awfully hard on a line. Line drive hitter with very good speed. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. Good pitch by Young. Took a little something off it and had Gooden out in front. So 2 outs with the runner at second and Caitlin Lemug at the plate. She went down on strikes her first time. If she reaches, Kyla Gardner will bat next. And the first pitch, high pop-up, and this one's out of play. So nothing in 1. The entire field now shaded, and we're just waiting for the lights to take effect. Ball might be a little bit tough to see for just a little while longer. No balls and a strike, 2 outs and a pitch. High fly ball, but pulled foul. And the count is nothing in 2. Maryland, I'd like to see Piper really slow this next one down. Marilyn Gordon, our official scorekeeper. Nothing in 2. The pitch, fastball, misses high. So the count's 1-2. The runner at second is Alyssa Charter-Smith, reached on an error. Young ready. Here's the 1-2. And popped up and out of play. TBC will have Duhigg, Barnett, and Hamilton due up in the bottom of the third. That's 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. Let's see if the Eagles can find some holes. Keep swinging those bats. Eventually that ball will get through. Here's the 1-2, and ball 2 is well high. Piper Young, a freshman, has done a terrific job all season, both pitching and hitting. Here's a 2-2. There's a fly ball well hit into center, but it's right at Morgan Wells. A couple of steps, and she makes the catch. Lamung hit the ball sharply. That is out number 3. Well, the error does not hurt, and the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the third, looking to score first. It's 0-0. Eagles come to bat, scoreless tie, bottom of the third. Duhigg, Barnett, Hamilton. Cheyenne Curry, 2 innings, and she's gotten some terrific defensive help. All 6 Eagles have hit the ball hard. A couple right at somebody, and a couple more caught on dives. So Kylie Duhigg will try to break through. Game number 1, Duhigg, nothing out of 2. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. She's now hitting 190. She has driven in 9 runs, 6 doubles on the season. 1 ball, no strikes. And Curry delivers, and a good sinker had Duhigg over the top of it. Barnett on deck. She did double in game number 1, one of just 3 TBC hits. Alyssa Charter-Smith was absolutely wonderful. 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Curry ready, and the pitch. There's a ground ball hard at Gooden, and good clean play. And that's now 7 in a row. TBC has hit hard, but out. At least that one wasn't a diving catch, Marilyn. That was right at her. Kaylee Barnett, 1 for 2 in game number 1. That one, a double off the center field fence. One out, bases are empty. Barnett at the plate. She's now hitting 161. She has driven in 3 runs. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Curry's pitches have a good amount of movement. Many of them nice sinking fastballs. 1 strike. Curry ready, and the pitch. And this one misses up and away. Count even at 1-1. Curry takes her time, now toes the rubber. She's ready. And here comes the 1-1. And that one upstairs, that's ball 2. Eagles looking for their first base runner. Edward Waters has had a runner on in each of the first 3 innings, but Piper Young has been brilliant herself. No runs allowed. No hits. 2 walks and an error. Nobody's had a hit yet. Here's a 2-1. There's a line drive foul. And the count even at 2-2.
Right here, Kaylee.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Curry. There's another hard hit ball right at mention. And that is out number 2. We'll give credit to the defense and give credit to Curry. Even though the balls are being hit hard, they're being hit on the ground. Trinity Christian softball having a tough season. Won just 2 games so far, but they're leading a really good Creekside team 10-3. Creekside High School in St. Johns County. Here's Madison Hamilton, our first look at her today. And she takes the first pitch in the dirt. Hamilton did not play in game number 1. She's hitting .211 with 1 homer and 12 RBIs. She's also doubled twice and drawn 7 walks. One ball, no strikes. And that one's on the outer half of the plate. That's strike 1. Freshman Sam Joyner and freshman Anna Lamb for the TCA Conquerors have each driven in 3 runs. Go Conquerors. Of course, they play on this field also. There's a hard shot right back to the pitcher. Curry flips to first in time. 9 in a row retired by Curry and the defense. Let's hope she's all right. As we pause here after 3, no score. Top of the 4th, no score. Neither team has had a base hit. Kyla Gardner, Jasmine Lamug, Haley Barfoot, the scheduled hitters for the Tigers. Young, 3 innings, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Cheyenne Curry for the Tigers, 9 up, 9 down. Hard hit balls at all infielders. Everything has been on the ground. Getting a men's volleyball update from Josh Jackson, the SID of Edward Waters University. So Tigers fans, the volleyball team won 3-0 over Fort Valley State. They will play in the conference championship game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So congratulations to the Edward Waters men's volleyball team playing for the conference championship tomorrow. Again, a 3-0 win over Fort Valley State. And this one is just a little bit off the outside corner. That's 2 balls and a strike to Kyla Gardner. Young ready. Here's a 2-1. A high pop-up. Oh, just out of my reach. Give me another foot of arm length there. I might be able to make a catch on that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Young pitching to Gardner. Changeup had Gardner out in front, but she was able to hold up just enough to make contact. Good piece of hitting by Kyla Gardner, who went deep. A 3-run homer in the first game. Took that right over the center field fence, right by the flagpole. There's a chopper back to the box. Young fields, throws in time. So 1 out. And now batting will be Jasmine Lemung. She drew a walk in the second inning and was erased on a fielder's choice. Bunt shown on the first pitch and taken back, and pitch called ball 1 upstairs. Haley Barfoot on deck if the inning continues. Smith, Mention, and Holmes. 1 ball, no strikes. Young with the pitch, and this one is low and inside.
Right here, pipe.
2 balls, no strikes, and this one misses upstairs.
Right here, pipe.
Young ready, and the pitch. And that one got the outside corner. There's a high pop-up. Foster camps under it, right at the edge of the dirt, and makes the catch for out number 2. So far, a really nifty pitcher's duel. 2 outs in the 4th. Haley Barfoot steps up to the plate. She reached on a fielder's choice, so nothing out of 1. Young ready, and the first pitch misses high. Lights are starting to take a lot better effect now. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty, no score, top of the 4th. Pitch from Young, swung on a good rip by Barfoot, but she fouled it off. Count even at 1-1.
Right here, pipe.
And a 1-1 on the way. Change of pace, and Barfoot able to make contact. Ball and 2 strikes.
Right here, pipe.
Top of the order, due up for the Eagles in the 4th. Wells, Foster, and Shaw. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. Medina, throw to first. In time. That's the first time the Tigers have not had a base runner, but still no base hits. No base hits for the Eagles either as we go to the bottom of the 4th in a scoreless tie. Top of the order, Wells, Foster, and Shaw facing Cheyenne Curry, who has not allowed a base runner, thanks in large part to her defense. The Eagles have hit 9 hard ground balls, all 9 well played. Well, one of those was actually a line drive, but Cheyenne Simmons was robbed of a base hit by Jade Mention. Let's see if the Eagles can find some ground this time. Morgan Wells leads things off. Grounded to shorter first time. Curry ready with her first pitch of the 4th inning. And it's taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. Curry takes her time and is now ready. And that one is outside. Wells has a whole lot of room. If she can get the ball past Mention, which isn't easy to do, she could run a long way right down the line. There's a lot of room, and also a lot of room in right center. 2 balls, no strikes. And a pitch to Wells. Misses upstairs. That's ball 3. Count of 3 balls, no strikes. Final home game for TBC. In the South Region Tournament at Carolina University. Here's a 3-0. And that one got the outer half. That's strike 1. Edward Waters will play its final home games tomorrow and Saturday. Doubleheader tomorrow, 1 game on Saturday. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4, and Trinity Baptist has its first base runner. Taylor Foster will step up. Let's see if she tries to bunt Wells into scoring position or tries to smack one through the infield. Wells, very good speed at first. And a first pitch. Wells on the move. A line drive. That's going to be caught. The throw back to first. Not in time. Foster got that one a little bit toward the end of the bat. Gooden made the catch and a good throw to first, but Wells very aware of the situation, able to dive back in ahead of the play at first. So 1 out. Wells at first. Ashley Shaw at the plate. Looked for a moment like that ball would get into the outfield, but Gooden able to get back and make the catch. First pitch to Shaw, and this one tapped foul. So Gooden stayed back instead of charging in because Foster showed bunt, then pulled back and took a swing, and Gooden read it very well and was able to make the play very easily. 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. And that one is low and outside. Shaw flinched but held up in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wells at first. Shaw drops down the bunt. The throw will go to first. Gooden holds the bag. Wells seeing nobody at third. Ball gets away. Wells will score. The Eagles lead 1-0. Credit Shaw with a sacrifice bunt. She is out 5-3. Morgan Wells goes all the way to third and then scores on the error. That'll be an error on the throw, allowing Wells to cross, and the Eagles, in the 4 games played against Edward Waters, and now they're going to overturn the call at first. So credit Shaw now with a base hit, but no RBI as the run scored on the throw, not the bat. That is the first base hit of the ball game for either team. And the Eagles lead 1-0. Right now the run is unearned pending on what happens the rest of the inning. And timeout called. Coach Ellison out to the mound, talking with his pitcher and his infielders. Hey, we're going to pause here. We'll be right back in just a moment. Tee off. All right, go. And we are back, making sure we got all the scoring correct. And right now, Cheyenne Simmons at the plate. Shaw at first. One run is in. And a hot shot into left field. And a good clean single for Cheyenne Simmons. Ashley Shaw stops at second. Simmons at first. Second hit of the inning and the game for the Eagles. That makes the run earned. So we'll make that change. And Wells scores on the play when Shaw dropped down the bunt. So 1-0 TBC. Piper Young at the plate, grounded to second her first time up. And a pitch. Line drive and a base hit. Shaw rounding third. Here comes a throw, and Shaw will back up. Simmons is caught between second and third. Keep an eye on both runners. They're going to tag Simmons out. Shaw held her base wisely because they could have easily gotten two. It is a base hit for Young. Simmons cut down 9-6. And there are two outs. Shaw stops at third. Okay. Ebony Medina, a chance to drive in an extra run for the Eagles. Young held up at first. Good defense by the Tigers. Young sees a wide open second base and just takes that. That's going to be a defensive indifference, so just in advance, no stolen base for Young. Tigers gladly gave her second base because there are two outs. Curry needing just to get one more. And a pitch is fouled off. 1 strike. Well, TBC has broken through with 3 hits in the inning. One of them was a bunt that was originally ruled out but then overturned. That's Ashley Shaw, who's now at third base. Pitch on the way and a ground ball. Gooden snares it, throws to first in time. Another good play by a Tiger defender, but the Eagles do get a run on 3 hits, and after 4, TBC leads it 1-0. Trinity Baptist broke through in the 4th with 1 run. And Piper Young getting ready to start her 5th inning of work. She has allowed just 2 walks. There was an error. And 3 strikeouts in her first 4 innings. Seven, 8, and 9 are due up for the Tigers. Emily Smith, Jade Mention, and Jemiah Holmes. This is the first run that TBC has scored against Edward Waters in about 3.5 games. Smith went down on strikes the first time up. Young ready and the pitch. And that one is a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Both umpires have been very good and consistent behind the plate. Here's the 1-0. And this one is upstairs. That's ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Young delivers and gets this one in the zone. Took a little something off it. Ball started up high a little bit and dropped down in the zone for strike 1. So the count of 2-1. Hamilton and Simmons, corner infielders, playing in front of the bag. Here's a 2-1. Change up, popped up and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Eagles. And Young's pitch on the way. Here's a pop-up, shallow center field. Wells coming in and makes the catch. So 1 out. Base is empty for Jane Mention, who's had a hot glove. And now she's trying to heat up that bat as well. So we went down on strikes in the first. Check that, her first time up, which was in the second. Showed bunt, pulled back, and took a strike. Piper Young looking really sharp. The 1-strike pitch, a fastball inside. Count even at 1-1. Ball and a strike. Young ready. High pop up. Over near the dugout and out of play. Count is 1-2. One out. Bases are empty. We're in the 5th. Well, the Eagles, we told you they've hit the ball hard the entire game. They found a few holes and got that run in the 4th. Young ready, the 1-2. This one is popped up. Shaw will make the catch. That play was not as easy as it looked. Shaw had to locate the ball, get rid of her mask, and make sure she held on. That ball had a lot of spin to it. It's not easy with a catcher's mitt to hold on to a ball like that. Jemiah Holmes at the plate, grounded her short her first time. Young delivers, and a fly ball into left. Barnett makes the catch, and a 1-2-3, top of the 5th for Piper Young. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trinity Baptist 1, Edward Waters 0. Bottom of the 5th, TBC leads 1-0. Cheyenne Curry has been brilliant. 4 innings, 1 earned run, just 3 hits, but the 1 walk ended up scoring. And now in the bottom of the 5th, Duhigg, Barnett, Hamilton are due up. That's the bottom third of the batting order. Looking ahead to the 6th, Edward Waters will have the top of the order. Charter Smith, Gooden, and Caitlin Lemung. Been a very fast-paced ball game with a lot of defense from both teams, especially the Tigers. Duhigg grounded to second her first time. Cheyenne Curry ready with the first pitch. And a high fly ball, well hit to center, but this one should be caught, and it is. Really nice play by Caitlin Lemung. The ball knuckled on her back and forth. She got turned around twice, but never took her eye off the ball and realized that she had room and made a really good catch. Duhigg hit the ball well, but out. Kaylee Barnett grounded to third her first time up. One of the many plays by the Tiger defenders. That's Jade Mention at third. You're going to have to try somewhere else to get the ball past her. There's a slow roller towards short. That's Jasmine Lemung with the throw to first. In time for out number 2. And Madison Hamilton at the plate. She hit a rocket back to the pitcher her first time up, only to have that one also knocked down and turned into an out. Fortunately, Curry was all right. She stayed down on the ground for a minute or so, but no ill effects. Still pitching just as effectively, and this one is fouled off. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty, 1-0 Eagles in the bottom of the 5th. No balls and a strike. Curry with the pitch, and that one gets the inner half of the plate. Counts 0-2. If Hamilton keeps it alive, Morgan Wells would bat next. Nothing in 2. And the pitch. Hot shot right back to the box once again and snared, and the out at first. Both pitchers throwing well, both pitchers getting good defense, and after 5, it's 1-0 Eagles. We go to the 6th in a very fast-paced ball game. Trinity Baptist got the only run in the 4th. Morgan Wells led off the inning with a walk. Scored on an overthrow. The Eagles got 3 hits in the inning. That's been the only 3 hits in the entire ball game. It is a top of the order due up for the Tigers. Alyssa Charter-Smith, Katie Gooding, and Caitlin Lemug. Charter-Smith reached on an error last time up, ended up at second base, and the first pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. We want to credit both umpires. They have done a terrific job, both behind the plate and on the base paths. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. A high fly ball, left field. Barnett camping under it and makes the catch. That ball looked a lot better off the bat. Charter-Smith might have gotten it a little bit off the end, and there's 1 away. Charter-Smith, normally a pitcher, she kept on going. 1 out, Katie Gooden at the plate, a walk and a strikeout. First pitch to Gooden, bunt shown, drop down. Young throws to first. Ball comes out of Foster's glove. Both the ball and the runner got there at the same time. That'll be a base hit for Katie Gooden. So a runner at first. That's the first hit off Piper Young. Gooden had to throw beaten. And a pitch. This one is tapped foul. So no balls and a strike. Lamung lined out to center her first time up. And a pitch is taken upstairs. One ball, one strike. Gooden at first. Very good speed. Bunt shown right in front of the plate. Hamilton throw to first. Foster makes the catch. That's the out at first. There are two outs, but Gooden takes second base. 2-4 on the putout, a sacrifice bunt credited to Lamung. 2 down for Kyla Gardner. She has struck out and grounded back to the pitcher. Potential tying run at second base. Piper Young has been brilliant, just an infield single. And a pitch. This is upstairs, a throw to third, almost got away. Medina pulls it down. Gooden using her speed, recognizing Simmons well in front of the bag. And now Ashley Shaw will have to be a brick wall. 1 ball, no strikes. That is a tying run at third base. One ball, no strikes, and a pitch. And this one is right down the middle. Here's a 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball into left field, a base hit. Gooden will score, and we are tied at 1. Kyla Gardner getting the job done. That was a hard hit ground ball through the hole. Gooden scores. This is Jasmine Lamung, who has walked and popped up. Pulls one hard and home run distance, but well out of play. No balls and a strike. Potential go-ahead run at first. That's Gardner. Lamung with a fly ball to center. Back near the track, Wells puts it away. 1 run for the Tigers, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 1. Bottom of the 6th in a 1-1 tie. There's been a scoring change. Katie Gooden, that play was ruled an error. The throw had beaten her. We took a look at the replay, and so the run is unearned, but either way, it is on the board. And now Morgan Wells, Taylor Foster, and Ashley Shaw will try to put Trinity Baptist back out in front. So again, the play at first, the bunt by Gooden, overturned and charged an error to the second baseman. And there's a ground ball towards short. Lemung on the bobble, but recovers and makes a good throw. 1 out. Cheyenne Curry now 5 1/3. There's a new first baseman playing for Edward Waters. That is Tiara Peters, who has taken over for Haley Barfoot. Foster at the plate. First pitch popped up. Lemung giving chase. It's on the ground. A base hit. Foster will stop right there. So Eagles have good speed aboard with 1 out. Little bloop single. Ashley Shaw at the plate. Bunted her way aboard in the 4th. On that play, an overthrow allowed Wells to score. Foster runs well. She's at first. Curry delivers. There's a ground ball into left field. That's a hit. Foster will stop at second. 2 on, 1 out. Good, clean single. That is hit number 5 for the Eagles. And time called. Coach Ellison out to the circle, and he'll have a conference with Curry and the infield. Trinity Baptist got 1 in the 4th. Edward Waters came back with 1 in the 6th. We're going to pause right here. We'll be back in just a moment. Cheyenne Simmons at the plate. She is 1 for 2. Hit the ball hard both times. Got a base hit in the left her last time up. Foster at second. Shaw at first. Both run well. Simmons at the plate. 1 out. 1-1 tie. Showing bunt. Pulling back, and Simmons fouls off the first pitch. In case you missed the announcement, Tiara Peters has taken over at first base for the Tigers. No balls and a strike. Curry ready, and the pitch. And this one misses outside. Gooden trying to sneak in behind Foster at second base. Peters, Smith, and Hamilton, 6, 7, and 8, due up for the Tigers in the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Bunt is down, but it hits the batter. Now the question is, was it in fair territory? And if so, Simmons would be out. And looks like the umpires are going to call that one a foul ball. Coach Ellison asking where the ball was. Umpire says Simmons was still in the box. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curry takes a long look and now ready. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Did she hold up in time? And no swing. That's ball 2. And now they're going to ask down to the base umpire. And no swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right side.
Another long look by Curry. Big situation. Here's a 2-2. That one is outside. That's ball 3. Again, Gooden getting in behind the runner at second. We haven't seen Smith really try to make a throw just yet. Payoff pitch, 1 out. Piper Young on deck. Here's a 3-2. High pop foul. This one will get out of play, and we'll do it again. Very clutch situation for Simmons and the Eagles. Tigers' defense has been phenomenal.
Right side.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield playing Simmons deep. Payoff pitch, ball 4. The bases are loaded for Piper Young. Second walk allowed by Curry. Foster's at third. Shaw's at second. Simmons at first. Young is 1 for 2. Laced a base hit into right a first time up, or last time up. And time called, and Coach Ellison out to the mound. Looks like that may be it for Cheyenne Curry, but what a performance she put forth. Tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. We'll be right back. The new pitcher for the Tigers, number 32, Jodeci Peterson, takes over for Cheyenne Curry, who did a terrific job. The junior from Sandalwood High School right here in Jacksonville will inherit 1 out with the bases loaded. Peterson is 5-3 on the season. This is her 14th appearance. 69 1/3 innings, just 50 hits allowed, 25 runs, 20 earned. She has walked 15 and struck out 53. The first batter that Peterson will face will be Piper Young. Potential go-ahead run at third. Peterson's first pitch, high pop foul into the net. Curry responsible for all 3 base runners. 2 singles and a walk. There is 1 out. No balls and a strike. Young drops down to bunt and fouls this one off, trying to surprise everybody. Remember, there is a force out at the plate. So Young down in the count, 0-2. Not a bad idea, but she was a little late squaring around and fouled it off. Now with 2 strikes, most likely swinging away. Medina on deck. Peterson delivers, and a high pop-up. That one's out of play, and the count remains 0-2. No matter what happens, this has been one terrific pitcher's duel. No balls, 2 strikes. Peterson delivers. High fly ball into right. Foster will tag. Here comes a throw. It is going to be in time. It took a good throw, and that's exactly what Kyler Gardner made, and that retires a side. Can't blame Foster at all because she represented the potential go-ahead run, but a double play ends the inning The Eagles load the bases with one out, but more great defense by the Tigers ends the threat. We go to the 7th, tied at 1. Top of the 7th in a 1-1 tie. Foster tagged. Got to go for it when you have the chance. A perfect throw from Kyla Gardner on the fly. And Emily Smith applied the tag, and that's the reason we're still tied at 1. Piper Young is not allowed a base hit. An unearned run in the 6th. Eagles got one in the 4th. Young will face Tiara Peters for the first time, and a first ball swinging and a miss. Peters in game 1 was 2 for 3 with a run scored and a run driven in. Her first at-bat on the nightcap, 1 strike and a pitch, and this one is inside to even the count. It is Peters, followed by Laura Scott, who is now in the on-deck circle. She would bat for Emily Smith. Then Jade Mention. The 1-1. And strike 2 called on the outside corner. Well, it will be a no decision for Cheyenne Curry. She did a terrific job. Just 1 earned run in 5 1/3. This one pulled foul into the Eagles dugout. Look out. Hopefully it didn't hit anybody. Curry allowed 5 hits and 2 walks, but just the 1 run. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, Medina, Duhigg, and Barnett most likely will face Peterson. Here's Laura Scott, who didn't start the ball game. She is pinch hitting. Played all of game 1. First pitch taken for a strike. Scott was 2 for 4 with a run scored in game 1. One strike delivery. High pop-up. That's out of play. That is strike 2. Piper Young against this Division II team has been absolutely brilliant. Just 1 unearned run. She has walked 2 and struck out 3. Make that 4 with the strikeout of Peters. 2 strikes. Line drive, foul into the corner. Jade Mention on deck, and if anybody gets on, Jemiah Holmes is scheduled to follow. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. That is number 5 for Young, and it brings up Jade Mention, who has struck out and popped up to the catcher. A lot of Eagles fans here, a lot of Tigers fans here. Here's a pitch. Right down the middle. Mention takes it for strike one. Young trying to get Mention and give her team a chance to walk it off. No balls and a strike. And that one is low and inside. That's ball one. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, bases empty, 1-1 tie, and Young delivers. There's a hot shot into left. That is a base hit. That breaks up the no-hitter. And Mention is aboard with 2 outs. First base hit. Piper Young, what a tremendous job. And that'll bring up Jemiah Holmes. If Holmes reaches, the top of the order is up next. Charter Smith. She is in the on-deck circle. There's a tapper toward first. Hamilton will race Holmes to the bag and get there in time. Piper Young, just 1 hit through 7 innings. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Eagles have a chance to walk it off. We're tied at 1. Ebony Medina, Kylie Duhigg, Kaylee Barnett. If the inning continues, Madison Hamilton, Morgan Wells, Taylor Foster. We're tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Medina. That's taken up high. Umpire's not given the high strike, but she's been consistent to all pitchers. Both of the umpires have been. And a swing and a miss at a good fastball. Medina has grounded out to second both times. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's ball 2 upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Medina trying to get on, representing the potential winning run. And the pitch. And that is strike called. And that is out number 1. Oh, that's only 2 strikes, I thought. They're going to double check on that. I had 2 strikes. And apparently that is strike 3. That first pitch, that's what the discussion was. Was that first pitch a ball or a strike? The one at the top of the zone. That's what Coach Regulacion wants to ask about. I have it as 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, my word not official. We're going to pause here while the umpires sort that one out. We'll Okay, go. Well, that is going as strike 3. And now with 1 out, Kylie Duhigg at the plate. And the first pitch is a fastball upstairs. So apparently that first pitch that we thought was called ball 1 was called a strike. 1 ball, no strikes. And this one is popped up and out of play, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Right here, Kylie.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Bases are empty. And a pitch to Duhigg. And a changeup in there. A good pitch for strike 2. Ball started up high and dropped down right into the heart of the zone.
Right here, Kai.
The 1-2. And that one slipped out of Peterson's hand. That's ball 2.
Right here, Kai.
Kaylee Barnett on deck. Anybody gets on Hamilton, then the top of the order. If we go to the 8th, it will be the top of the order for the Tigers. And we'll see if Young comes out again should we get there. That's ball 3 to Duhigg. The count is full.
Kai.
Credit both starting pitchers. They were phenomenal. Defenses have been very good also, and that is strike 3. Peterson has struck out 2 in a row. And it brings up Kaylee Barnett. Two outs, base is empty. Peterson's first pitch, high pop up. That should end the inning. Lemung puts it away. We are going extra innings. After 7, it's undecided. 1-1. We'll be right back. We're going to the top of the 8th in a 1-1 tie. Trinity Baptist got a leadoff walk that scored in the 4th. Edward Waters got an error that scored in the 6th. Piper Young, 7 innings, 1 hit. She is out there for the 8th. She will face the top of the order. Charter Smith, Gooden, and Lemung. That would be Caitlin Lemung. And the first pitch. And this one is low for ball 1.
Right here, Piper.
1 ball, no strikes. Both defenses have been very good. Remember, that throw out on a fly out, throw them out double play to end the 6th inning and keep Trinity from getting that extra run. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That throw from Kyla Gardner out there in left field. Right field. Cutting down Taylor Foster trying to score. Young delivers and misses upstairs.
Right here, Pipe.
2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Right here, Pipe.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the bunt. Young will scoop, flip to first, and the ball gets away, and the runner is safe. We're going to check that on the video to see how that one gets scored. Either way, it is a runner at first. Nobody out. Katie Gooden waiting to take her hacks. That's going to be a base hit. She had that throw beaten. So a runner at first, and the first pitch to Gooden taken upstairs. It's only the second hit allowed by Piper Young. And the umpire is now saying the runner left the base early, and she is going to be called out. And now coaches want an explanation. Base umpire, a little bit of a late call, said that Charter Smith had left the base too soon before the ball came out of Young's hands, and that's an out. 1 ball, no strikes. And Young, time called and no pitch. And we're going to pause here. We're going to be right back. Okay, ready to resume. I still haven't heard what the discussion was about, but there is 1 out with the bases empty and 1 ball and no strike to Katie Gooden. And the pitch. And this one is taken low and inside. Alyssa Charter Smith was called out for leaving the base too early. That was the reason for the discussion. I don't know the final result. There's a smash that caught on the line. Young, not taking it for granted, threw to first anyway, and that's the second out. So line drive right back to the pitcher. 2 outs with the bases empty. Eagles caught a big break. And now a chance to get out of the inning and get back to the box. High fly ball, center field. Wells makes the catch. That retires a side. A leadoff single, but then controversial play results in an out, and Young faces the minimum. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're tied 1-1. Bottom of the 8th, again the Eagles have a chance to walk it off. They have 9, 1, and 2 due up. Madison Hamilton, Morgan Wells, and Taylor Foster.
Right here, Maddie.
They are facing Jacita Peterson, who has pitched 1 1/3. She has struck out 2. She came in and got the fly ball that turned into a double play to end the Eagles' threat in the 6th. And a blazing fastball to Hamilton for the first strike.
Right here, Maddie.
Hamilton, Wells, and Foster. Nothing in 1, and the pitch, a changeup, and a beauty. Had Hamilton fooled, and she took it for strike 2.
Right here, Maddie.
Hamilton has twice grounded back to the pitcher. That was Curry both times. The 0-2, strike 3 swinging. Should we go to the 9th, it'll be Gardner, Jasmine Lamung, and Tiara Peters for the Tigers. Morgan Wells at the plate, walked and scored in the 4th. 0 for 2 officially. She has one of the 3 TBC homers this season.
Right here, Morgan.
She hit it right here on this field. High fly ball, center field, but it's going to be caught right at the warning track. Caitlin Lamung had it all the way. That is out number 2.
Right here, Tay. Right here, Tay.
Wells put a charge into that one. And Taylor Foster at the plate. She is 1 for 3.
Right here, Tay.
That ball got to the warning track, but Caitlin Lamung, again, had it tracked all the way. 2 strikes to Foster, and she takes this one. 2 outs for Foster. She takes this one for strike 1.
Right here, Tay.
Boy, Wells very nearly gave these home fans a major thrill. No balls and a strike. And that one taken up and away. Wells
Right here, Tay.
hit that ball very well. Foster now trying to get on base any way she can. Ashley Shaw is on deck. And that one is tapped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right here, Tay.
Eagles in the dugout, cheering on Foster. Again, trying to get on any way she can and keep this inning alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch. And that one's punched foul and out of play.
Keep fighting, kid. Right
Well, the
here,
game went by very quickly, but now we're in extra innings, and we might go one more. It will be 4, 5, 6 due up for Edward Waters if we get to the 9th. And the pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. Gooden fields it in. Takes it herself. Don't see too many 4 unassisteds, but we did right there. And we will go to the 9th in a 1-1 tie. First pitch of the ninth inning is drilled and foul down the left field line. This is Kyla Gardner, who drove in the run in the sixth after Gooden reached on an error. Then with 2 outs, Kyla Gardner lined one into left to bring in Gooden. That tied the score. Then that throw out from right kept Trinity Baptist from regaining the lead. And we're still tied at 1 in the ninth. There's a pop-up foul, and that will be strike 2. Piper Young has pitched 8 innings and allowed just 2 hits. No balls, 2 strikes. And Young delivers. And there's a ground ball to short. Medina fields, throws in time. 1 away. Jasmine Lamung will be followed by Tiara Peters if anyone gets on. Bottom third of the batting order. Lamung has walked, popped up, and flied to center. For the Eagles, 3, 4, and 5 due up in the bottom half. Bunt shown, it is down, a chance to beat it out. Young throws in time. Foster had to reach for it, but she kept her foot on the bag, and there are 2 away.
One more right here.
Tell you what, no matter who ends up winning this one, this has been one of the most exciting games all season long, I'm sure, for both teams. Tara Peters struck out her only time up. Came into the game in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Again, it's Shaw, Simmons, and Young due up for TBC in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-1 swung on and missed. That is strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Young delivers, and that one slipped out of her fingers, and it's upstairs. Nobody in the Edward Waters bullpen, so we'll see Jodeci Peterson out there again. 2 1/3 innings pitched so far. A ball and 2 strikes. Young with the pitch. Good swing and a foul straight back. Credit the Eagles. They lost the first game 14-0, but they got pumped up. They got great pitching. They met up with some fantastic Tigers defense, and this one's been a thriller. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3 swinging. That retires the side, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Again, the Eagles a chance to walk it off. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the 9th, Ashley Shaw, Cheyenne Simmons, Piper Young due up. Yes, you heard me correctly. Bottom of the 9th in a 1-1 tie. Eagles scored in the 4th. Tigers got one in the 6th. Jodeci Peterson in relief. Cheyenne Curry, who did a great job through 5 1/3, just 1 run allowed. Piper Young has gone all the way for the Eagles. Ashley Shaw, first pitch swinging, fouls this one back. Peterson throws smoke.
Right here, Ash.
No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Change up, and that one got the zone for strike 2. Peterson hides that changeup very well, too. Nothing in 2 to Shaw. Shaw waited back for this one, popped it up, and that ball is not caught. Emily Smith, who was pinch hit for earlier but re-entered, ran up against the net. That was a tough play. There's a very small concrete wall. Catchers have to be careful about that. So no balls, 2 strikes. Shaw gets another opportunity and a pitch. Waited back for the changeup again and fouled it off. Now let's see if Peterson comes back with a 4th straight changeup, or she tries to sneak the fastball by the hitter. Fastball misses outside. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line drive, that's going to be caught. A diving catch in right field by Kyla Gardner. That ball gets by. Shaw runs very well. That could have been an inside to Parker, but Gardner made a one terrific catch. Jodeci Peterson giving kudos to her right fielder. Again, the way Shaw runs, that could have been all the way around the bases. Here's Simmons. First pitch fastball is upstairs. That could be a game-saving play out there. She made another one earlier with that throw to the plate in the 6th. The 1-0. Strike called on a fastball. If we go to the 10th, it'll be Smith, Mention, and Holmes due up. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. High pop foul, and we'll stay at 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. Change up, got her. Another good one for Peterson. That is her 4th strikeout. And with 2 outs, Piper Young at the plate. Bases are empty. High pop-up and out of play. Well, in the 9th, Morgan Wells came within just a few feet of ending this one. Ashley Shaw drove one down the right field line, but Kyla Gardner made what could be a game-saving play on a diving catch. 1 strike to Young, high pop foul. This one's out of play. It's 0-2. We'll see if Young comes out if we go to the 10th and back into the circle. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ebony Medina on deck. Young runs well. She gets on base. She could use her speed. Here's a 1-2. High pop-up, shallow right. Easy play for Gardner. And we're going to the 10th. We're tied 1-1. This is the first extra inning game for Trinity Baptist, and we are in the 10th inning. We'll see if Edward Waters has played any extra inning ball games this year. That answer is no. This is their first extra inning game. Piper Young still pitching for the Eagles and misses upstairs. Pinch hitter Brooke Rice batting for Emily Smith, followed by Jade Mention and Jemiah Holmes barring any changes. 1 ball, no strike, and that one is in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike. This is Rice's first at-bat of the ball game. High fly ball way back and gone. A line drive home run, no doubt about it. And the Tigers have taken a 2-1 lead. Piper Young has been absolutely fantastic. That is only her 3rd hit allowed and 2nd run. But it gives the Tigers a lead, and Jade Mention is at the plate. That was pinch hitter Brooke Rice. And a pitch swung on and fouled off. Rice got every bit of that one. That's her first home run and 14th RBI. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the 10th. High pop-up. Medina puts it away. 1 out. Jemiah Holmes, then followed by the top of the order. 1 out, base is empty. Brooke Rice absolutely crushed that ball over the right center field fence. There's a base hit. That's going to roll up against the fence. Holmes around second, on her way to third. The throw is not in time. And good backup play. That's Kaylee Barnett, heads up, keeping that runner at third base. That'll be a triple for Jemiah Holmes. And we're going to have a new batter, Kayla Saunders, batting in the number 1 position as the designated player in the place of Alyssa Charter-Smith. There's 1 out, 1 run is in, and a runner at third. Saunders pops up the bunt, and that one is into the net. Well, if the Tigers hold on and win, you can give everyone out there a game ball because the defense was absolutely phenomenal, especially Kyla Gardner and Wright, who threw out a runner at the plate and made a diving catch on what could very well have been an inside-the-park homer in extra innings. That pitch is downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Piper Young will be our player of the game no matter what. She has pitched now 9 1/3 innings, 2 runs and only 1 earned. And a pitch, swing and a foul ball. So a count of 1-2. Young delivers a 1-2, strike 3 swinging. 1 out. Katie Gooden at the plate. Make that 2 outs. The leadoff home run by Brooke Rice. Jade Mention popped up. Jemiah Holmes tripled. And Gooden's going to bat right-handed, her natural side. And a foul ball hit Gooden while still in the box. So that's a foul ball. Gooden hits both ways, but she's more of a natural right-handed hitter. Opportunity for Gooden to give the Tigers a big insurance run. No balls and a strike. Young ready and the pitch. Bunt shown and the pitch is up and in, and Gooden was able to duck out of the way. Again, Barnett doing her job backing up the throw. Her backup on that throw to third is the reason that Holmes is still standing at third base. And now Young trying to make sure she stops at third. A ball and a strike. Gooden switches around and takes strike two. A ball and 2 strikes to Gooden. Very fast, very capable of beating out a ground ball. Here is the 1-2. Popped it up and out of play. Look out, Maryland. And count remains 1-2. So 1-2. Again, a big insurance run standing 60 feet away. Here comes the 1-2. High pop-up. Both Shaw and Hamilton went after it. Shaw ended up in the Tigers' dugout. Ball landed safely. So Gooden picks up the bat, walks back into the box. Count remains 1-2. Young ready and the pitch. High fly to center field. Wells makes the catch. The leadoff home run by Brooke Rice is the difference as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Tigers 2, Eagles 1. Last chance for the Eagles. It's been a terrific ball game. Both teams have played excellent defense, have gotten great pitching, and timely hitting when necessary. The difference is Brooke Rice, a leadoff home run in the 10th inning, and the Tigers lead 2-1. Jodeci Peterson with the first pitch and a strike to Ebony Medina. Peterson is the pitcher of record along with Piper Young. No balls and a strike. There's a ground ball to short. Lamug charges, throws to first. In time. Very close play at first. And one away for Kylie Duhigg. Duhigg will be followed by Barnett. Anybody gets on, Madison Hamilton and Morgan Wells would follow. Duhigg, nothing out of 3. She's hit the ball well twice. Down on strikes her last time. Good swing, and she pops this one up and out of play. Tomorrow night, Trinity Baptist baseball home against Toccoa Falls College. 6 p.m. start time, a 9-inning ball game, followed by a doubleheader at 12 noon on Saturday. Thank you, Kate Wilhoff, for checking in here on the live feed. There's a little blooper in the center. That ball's going to be caught on the dive. Caitlin Lamung making the play, and there are two away. Sometimes the Eagles just can't catch a break. They've hit the ball well the entire game, but what a phenomenal defensive showing by the Tigers. This is Kaylee Duhigg. Nope, check that. Kaylee Barnett. Duhigg just was robbed of a base hit. First pitch to Barnett, swung on and missed. Well, regardless of what happens, we have had one fantastic contest, a little bit of everything. Home run, runner thrown out at the plate, diving catches. Fantastic pitching from all three women who've been out there in the circle. Both teams playing spectacular defense, hitting the ball hard. A ball and a strike and a pitch. There's a ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. Potential tying run is on. Potential winning run at the plate in Madison Hamilton. If I have it right, that's only the first hit that Peterson has allowed. That is correct. She has pitched a total of 4 innings. Hamilton at the plate takes the first pitch on the outside corner. 0-1. Hamilton getting a little instruction from Coach Regulacion. Brooke Rice did stay in the game. She's doing the catching. She right now has what would be the game-winning hit and home runs. Strike 2 to Hamilton as Peterson throws a blazing fastball. Eagles down to their final strike. Jodeci Peterson having a great time in the circle as well. 0-2 and a pitch. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. Final score, Edward Waters University 2, Trinity Baptist College 1 in extra innings. In fact, 10. Jodeci Peterson is the winning pitcher, 4 1/3 innings, and a terrific job. And she got, just like starter Curry did, fantastic defensive help. Peterson faced 14 batters. She struck out 5 of them and allowed just 1 hit. Piper Young will be our player of the game. 10 innings pitched, 2 runs, just 1 earned on 4 hits. Edward Waters now 35-7 overall on the season. They are 15-3 in their conference play. And Trinity Baptist 6-29 in full season play and 4-2 in the South region. And the pitchers of record, Peterson is now 6-3 on the season, and Piper Young, a tough luck loss. She's now 5-5. That's going to do it for us, not just for tonight, but for the entire TBC Eagles softball home portion of their schedule. They will play at Florida State College at Jacksonville tomorrow at 3 p.m. Edward Waters is home against Savannah State at 1, both tomorrow and Saturday. Thank you, Marilyn Gordon. Another fantastic job doing the official stats. Head coach Ray Regulacion and the athletic director of TBC, John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night